You say you want a relationship, but the minute you are in one, you tend to do things to end it. It is a pattern repeated all too often by you. You are a self-saboteur, a relationship destroyer. If you find yourself entering relationships with high hopes, only for it to crash and burn unexpectedly time and time again, it may be time for some self-analysis. There are many reasons people will sabotage a relationship, but fear is usually the number one culprit. Fear of being alone and fear of rejection. Sounds weird, right? I mean, you fear being alone, so you do things in a relationship that make you end up alone. It's really about protecting your heart and self-preservation. But unfortunately, you may lose out on great relationships, maybe even the love of your life, due to your sabotaging. So maybe after seeing this vlog, you won't stop sabotaging your relationships. But at least you will be aware of the signs when you are doing it. So here are 5 signs you're sabotaging your relationship. Sign number 1, unrealistic expectations. Did you really think that you would continue having sex twice a day, every day for your entire relationship? Well, sex is a very important part of a relationship, but it is unrealistic to think that your sex life would not change over the course of your relationship for many different reasons. If you find yourself unhappy with the frequency of sex in your relationship, you need to make your feelings known in a thoughtful, non-accusatory manner. Did you think your partner would not age or that their body wouldn't change over the years, especially after having kids? Completely unrealistic, shallow, and possibly indicative that you're not truly in love if you hyper-focus on your partner's aging or gaining a few pounds over the years. Sign number 2, comparing your relationship to others. If there is one thing I have learned over the years, it's that things and people are not often what they seem to be. People tend to have a public and private persona, and that goes for couples as well. Some couples can seem so loving and perfect in public and may be a hot mess behind the closed doors. So it is often after couples split that truths come out, and only then do we realize we were trying to live up to an illusion. Focus on your relationship and live your best happy. No one's relationship is perfect. Now, your relationship may be amazing or it may completely suck. But either way, your thoughts and feelings about your relationship should be based on how your relationships makes you feel about yourself and how it makes you feel about your partner. Sign number 3, not communicating your feelings. While we sometimes assume or wish our partners were mind readers, they are not. If something in your relationship is bothering you or upsetting you, you need to speak up and let your partner know. They cannot fix a problem they are unaware of. Yes, there are some times when it should be obvious, at least to you, that something they do or say is not okay with you. But remember, they are not you. If your partner is constantly doing and saying things that annoy or anger you, tell them. If it continues, it may be time to move on. Sign number 4, keeping secrets. Whether you sneak the occasional cigarette or hide purchases from your partner, eventually you will get caught and the issue of trust will come up. Now, do you need to share every single thought or desire that comes to mind with your partner? I would say not necessarily, but keeping secrets in a relationship can be dangerous. The gauge I recommend using regarding whether or not you are keeping a secret is to think about how your partner would feel about the information you are not sharing. If you are withholding information from your partner because you think they would be hurt, angry, or feel betrayed, then you are keeping secrets. Sign number 5, being selfish. It's all about you all the time. It has to be your way, and if it's not, temper tantrums and bouts of sulking will commence. Does that sound familiar? We all want to have things our own way. We all have our own wants, desires, and preferences, but in a relationship, sometimes you don't get your preference. Relationships require compromise, and sometimes that compromise may mean doing what your partner wants. If you choose your partner wisely, their wants and desires will closely align with yours. If you choose an opposite or someone pretty different, be prepared for a lot of compromise or to be completely selfish. Relationships are challenging and require work to maintain a healthy one. Not every relationship will work out or is meant to be, but it is important to give yourself an opportunity to truly be happy. If the right person comes into your life, don't sabotage things because you are afraid. Life is short and there are no guarantees, but taking a risk for a chance of happiness will be worth it every time. So what are your thoughts on sabotaging relationships? Do you agree with my list? Are you a self-saboteur? Please share, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.